Hi everyone, and welcome to Ask Christa, the place where you can ask questions about how to work through business challenges and workplace issues. I'm Christa Dhimo, and today's listener question is one about managing your growth when your manager isn't managing their growth. And anywhere you may have that your manager's career stall out might become your own. Here's the listener question. I'm early in my career, about 5 years into a communications role where I partner with HR for employee communications and contribute to corporate communications for investor calls. I've been in the same role for 3 years, and I'm becoming frustrated because there's a lot more I can do, a lot more I want to do, and a lot more I want to learn. I've spoken about this to my manager twice this year, communicating that I want to do more and learn more. The first time was earlier in the year, and his answer was we'd have to see how the year goes. The second time was yesterday, and his answer was that our company isn't promoting anyone this year, so I'll have to wait. He then mentioned how everyone's feeling stuck right now, including him, and that's a direct quote. What frustrates me the most is that I'm not asking for a promotion. I understand the circumstances of our company right now, but I do want to feel more challenged. Your episode 48 about feeling underutilized really hit home for me. I feel exactly as you said, burnt out from feeling underutilized. I simply want to do more work and feel more challenged while I'm doing the work, but my boss is stuck, and I'm afraid that means I'm stuck too. I thought I should ask Christa, so I'm asking for help. What advice do you have for me to continue growing even if my boss is stuck? Let's talk first about the role your manager has in your career growth and development, because there's no question that your manager will have a big impact. That said, your manager isn't the only one at work who has an impact on your career growth and development prospects. Additionally, there will be times when your manager may not know how to help you with career growth and development, or they may be grappling so much with their own situation that they simply cannot help you as you would hope, or probably as they would like. It sounds like our listener gets along well enough with their boss, but their boss is missing the point of the question. The question is about needing to feel more challenged at work, taking on different and more work, and feeling better utilized overall. And yet, our listener's manager is answering a question about a promotion. Now, while expanding your workload to feel more challenged and to develop more skills could lead to a promotion, our listener is very clearly not asking for a promotion, at least not now. And that is frustrating. It's also a common challenge when it comes to management, that any ask to do more is interpreted as wanting a promotion. So if I were to wager a guess with my experience behind me, the manager's answer about whether a promotion is feasible is because a promotion is clearly on his mind, either because he wants to give our listener a promotion, or because he wants a promotion, or for any other reason why promotion is part of what he is hearing. Managers have a wide scope of responsibilities, though, and at the top of the list are the hardest aspects of being a good human and a good manager. Keeping people aligned, engaged, performing, and yes, developed. But you don't always need your manager to do those things. And if you're a self-directed person, as our listener seems to be, there are options to consider. For starters, there are different ways to grow and develop in a role. Sometimes it's on a more formal level, and that likely requires a discussion and approval with your manager, like taking professional development courses or expanding your role and responsibilities, or taking on more decision-making tasks. And yes, as you develop, you will need to discuss a promotion too, but that typically comes after you've proven you're ready for it. But if you feel like your manager's stagnation is impacting your growth or causing your own stagnation, and that happens, there are less formal ways to grow and develop as a professional, both as part of your role or even outside of your role, and as part of your company or even outside of your company. I encourage and advise everyone to expand their thinking when it comes to what career growth and development looks like. Where do you want to go next? What else do you want to do? Do you have the skills and experience to do it now as an expanded part of your role, or will you need to develop those specific skills and gain that experience? That gives you the best roadmap and some organized priority for where you want to grow and where you need to develop. For a listener, if it's about expanding your involvement so you can learn more, then have an informal discussion with your internal HR partners and determine whether you can increase your communication support to them. Maybe there's an opportunity to develop a management training module to enable managers to improve in communications. Communication is always an ongoing aspect of management development. Look outside of your work also. Can you volunteer somewhere and practice higher level skills at low risk? It's low risk because you're volunteering, and as long as you hit the mark, which a growth and learning mindset will always be able to do, you've started to expand your skill set. And if that's the path you take, then check if your organization offers the benefit of using a certain number of work hours each year toward volunteering. That will enable a solve for feeling underutilized at work and offer opportunities to grow and develop. And since we're talking about the workplace and how formal your career growth and development opportunities might be or might not be, obviously organizational culture matters. I didn't start with this because I wanted to get right into addressing the question, but most times I would start with this. There are a lot of organizations that do not place attention or support toward employee growth and development, or then measure that growth and development to quantify the impact your good humans have on the performance of your business after upskilling themselves. I know, makes no sense. So, look for the growth and development companies. They're the ones interested in remaining at the top of their potential. They're the ones interested in innovation from the inside out. And they're the ones who repeatedly score higher for performance and overall employee engagement too. There are typically three things that stand out when an organization actually cares about employee growth and development, and I'd look for those during the interview process. Number one, growth and career development is front and center on the company's website. You can see more details in their benefits section. Even better if you see this mentioned in the actual job description. Number two, growth and career development is talked about by the interviewer during the interview, meaning you don't have to ask about it. They talk about it. Number three, if you do have to ask, you hear an immediate, confident answer that includes instant examples of what it looks like in the organization and what to expect in your first year of employment as it relates to career growth and development. Usually followed by something that sounds a little bit like this. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. With the limited time we have, I wanted to focus on the role, but yes, we talk about and take seriously the need to offer career growth and development opportunities here, followed by what it looks like. Now, our growth and development culture doesn't mean everyone receives a promotion every year, or that you can take an endless number of courses and attend sessions that expand your knowledge all the time. It means growth and development is part of how the organization works. There are mechanisms in place to learn about a variety of growth and development options, like rotational opportunities, where you bring your skill set into different functions, or more formal ways of elevating your skills with formal training, followed by practicing the new skills in your role. It also means employees are encouraged to actively think about what they can do to expand their own competencies or what they're really good at, as well as how that expansion can and will change the way they do their work. Bonus points for the company that has language around all of this, so the good humans working there can talk about how to expand their skills, knowledge, and experience, then apply those skills, knowledge, and experience, and also measure how those skills, knowledge, and experience changes and elevates the company's performance. And yes, there are also promotional pathways. So, as the company culture talks about career growth and development, the employees should be talking about what the promotional pathways look like and agreeing to what the timeline could be also. If employees are contributing at a higher level, thereby improving the performance of the organization, there are ways to increase those responsibilities and be properly recognized and compensated for it through a promotion. For your resources, located in the show notes, first up, an excellent article in Harvard Business Review written by Carter Cash and published in January 2018. It's called 6 Ways to Take Control of Your Career Development If Your Company Doesn't Care About It. Ouch, that's a flex, and I love it. The article focuses more on how to best align with the organization you're presently in, and that's because the point of the article is to develop yourself while there and based on the value you can create while there. But all of the tips in the article are transferable to any aspect of life where you want to grow and develop. Next up, an article from the National Society of Leadership Success called Career Development 101, A Complete Guide to Professional Growth, which I also provided in episode 49, which answered the listener question, how should I be thinking about career growth? The article offers clarity and a stepwise approach to developing a roadmap for your professional growth, which I think is not only appropriate for this episode, but also for so many professionals seeking guidance in this area of our professional lives. I'm not affiliated with the NSLS, but I do like that they offer several resources and links within the article, and it's a solid article. Last, a great read called 5 Practical Ways to Take Professional Development into Your Own Hands. It's on the Insight Experience site and written by one of their team members, Bethany Bremer. It was written in September 2022, and back then we were in a different economic and very different job market situation, but Nearly all of the article still holds. I'm not affiliated with Insight Experience, but as with the NSLS article, I found it to offer an excellent source for perspective as well as additional resources. And that's a wrap for episode 53 in season 5, focused on career growth. You can submit your question on my show's site, askchrista.com. That's Christa with a CH, where you'll see all my episodes listed based on category and season. While you're there, sign up for my More Answers newsletter, where you'll receive additional content on Sunday nights to set you up for the work week. Thank you, as always, for your support. And remember, if you have a business challenge or workplace issue, ask Christa.